Look, selling beats online is dead, bro. I know you've heard that before because I did too. And like the reason I think some producers say that is because they either failed at it or they simply don't know what the fuck they're doing, alright? So the point of me making this video is to actually show you everything I do to get a cool passive income, since I have multiple type beat channels with millions of views and some cool placements, and simply what I do to have a sustainable beat selling business, alright? Now the first thing that I really want to talk about, and I think it's very important, is value. So providing value to others. I'm pretty sure you've heard this because everybody talks about this, providing value thing. What actually means to provide value to others. So look, I'm gonna keep it real simple for you so you can actually understand, but basically if you give someone a reason to follow you or simply like text you, DM you, or a reason to work with you, you basically have done half of the job right there. So basically being valuable is actually giving people a reason to actually lock in with you. Now that's why I say to every producer that type beats and like posting your stuff out there, it can be type beats or posting loop packs, doing content is crucial, not only to build a strong personal brand, but also because you're not chasing opportunities, but opportunities will chase you. And this is very important right there. Let me tell you something right quick. All the placements that I have, and I'm talking about like NLE Chopper, Big X Plug, a lot of big artists in Memphis, all these placements that I have are not from me chasing them, like are not from me, doing crazy shit. They're basically all the artists that come to my beats or like come to my connections and actually use my stuff. So my biggest placement, which is the one with NLE Chopper, I didn't do anything. Like they found my beat and they simply used it, right? And I got credited, obviously. So this is why, for example, simply posting your stuff out there with consistency is so important. Even like big producers like Kavi, he's a very big producer in the online game. He be posting loop packs consistently. He's doing a lot of good quality content, but you can tell that his brand is actually very big. It's a very strong brand. You recognize producers like him immediately, and that's what you gotta aim for. So not like just going crazy on the network side of things, but also like building a personal brand, which I think is sometimes even just more important than networking itself. Now I'm talking about personal brand, but how do you actually build a strong one? So the first thing, like really the foundation, is actually having good music. The end product is always the same, right? Your beats, your loops, so they gotta be top tier quality. Same for the beats, like same for the type beats that you're uploading to YouTube. If they're not good, artists just want freestyle on them, they won't use them, so there's no point. So really the first thing that I will do is actually invest a lot of my time into making great music. I remember I started selling beats when I was like 15 years old, but like before then I used to make beats every day, and I did that for like, I started really young. I was like 11 years old actually making beats. I had no idea what I was doing at the beginning, but all that time I actually invested into making music, even just for fun, right? You gotta first develop a sound, first make sure that you're confident about your work, and then you can start uploading whatever. Now also another thing that I would like to talk about, especially if you're making beats, is you actually have to go all in just one niche. All the producers that I see are having more success in the online game, they have a specific sound, right? They have a unique sound that basically comes with their brand, right? So for example, if you think about like Tay Keith, I think about like the piano beats he making, like the simple drums, or like if I think about Metro Boomin, I think about the samples. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta have like a unique thing that actually makes you stand out from all the other producers. So if you're uploading type beats on YouTube, that's why you see that all the big channels, even my type beat channel where I have over 60k subscribers, I always been targeting Splurge as an artist, right? So I've been making like those big Yevo type beats, Texas inspired sound beats, and I've been consistent with it, bro, every single day for 2 years. So you can tell I'm really putting the work in, and you gotta do the same too, right? So when you have a strong personal brand, you go all in just one niche. When people think about that specific sound, you gotta be the first producer that pops up in their mind, right? So let's say you have a nice type beat channel set up, or like you was posting loop packs and everything. Another crucial thing is having an email list. So have all your customers, even if you're providing free value, which is something that you gotta do, because remember, if you're offering something for free, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not getting anything from it. For example, when you put on the BeatStar option, I'm gonna show you this real quick. Alright, so I'm on my BeatStars account right now. So if you go here on my media, you can see that there's this marketing integration things. If you click on it, you can see all these things starting to pop up. And now what I have here is my MailChimp setup. This is an email marketing service. Also Aweber is a very good one, but I just found myself more comfortable with MailChimp, so I just using that for personal preference. But basically what this does is when you're giving out free beats, in my case it could also be loose, by the way. we're giving out free beats. People gotta put their email to get the free download, and when they put the email, they actually get added automatically to my email list. And with all the emails that I collect, I actually start sending them out consistent emails about like promotions that I'm doing. But first things first, you gotta actually like build some type of relationships with them. So before even like sending them like sale emails or that thing, I actually ask them like, are you working on anything, or like send me some of your music, just to build a little relationship with them. And then I actually start sending them like, for example, deals for beats that I'm uploading, stuff like that. Now, as my last point, I actually want to talk about consistency. And you can see I'm saying this on every single one of my videos, but I'm stressing this out because it's probably one of the most important things. So whatever you're doing, it could be uploading type beats on YouTube, loops, content, fucking networking with other producers, you gotta apply consistency to it. Like, it's really the only probably secret tip that I can give you. And this is so important, especially when you're like, for example, building a brand, because if you're just starting out, you gotta apply that consistency, because every single social media platform actually rewards creators who apply consistency into their uploads. It could be Instagram, YouTube, even Spotify, for example, Gmail. If you're sending out loops, producers are very more likely to open up your emails if you're always popping up in their feeds, right, in their Gmail page. So like in general, simply do things consistently, and like you don't need motivation to do these things, because producers could tell you, yeah, if you're not feeling like making music today, simply don't make a beat. You don't need motivation, you need discipline, right? Because yeah, we artists, I mean, if you're not really feeling like making a beat, obviously it can be hard, but remember that we're also entrepreneurs of ourselves, right? With selling beats, you're actually selling a product, right? So you don't always need motivation, you also gotta be disciplined to wake up every day and grind on them beats. Now, if you're looking for more in-depth videos on like, for example, grow type beat channels, I'll link those in my description. I can end this video here. I hope it was useful. If you like the video, go follow my Instagram, and I'ma see you in the next one with more gems.